Hi everybody, this is Tara. I am back with just a short video here to wrap up our Makeover Monday using, and I did tell you I had more than one of these, using one of these. So this was the mailer that I got in the mail, and I get one probably every 6 months from AAA Life Insurance Company. And inside, it's got almost exactly the same components that I used to make our little goodies. There was the eligibility letter, a coverage selection. This was the sheet that I used to do the collaging on, or the collaging on. There's one extra letter in this packet that the other one didn't have. Let me turn this over. Here's our labels. Here's the tri-fold pamphlet that was in there. Here's the envelope. And then, you know, just real quick, this is the sticker sheet. So that sticker sheet is what I made this out of. So you can see the back side. And that turned out, oh, this is all that's left of that sheet. I really love it. I wish you guys could, can you hear it? The texture, oh, I love it. And it's just so pretty and turned out great. So then these are all the items I used. We used every sheet. And there's a few little cut off pieces left over, but the main piece was the little journal that I made. So there's the back. You can see my little pieces of green and blue sticky paper in there. So this is just a little bit of a crocheted ribbon around it, or lace, and that's just tucked into the binding. And the front cover, I used chipboard, and I used the collage piece, and I made a little book plate. And I just started using this stuff. I bought this and just really haven't used it, so I figured I would use it today, or on this project. So I did use it on here. You can see a little of it here and there, but you open that up, and in the front pocket, the vellum pocket, a little more of that sticker painty papers. Now this, I have 3 of these, and those were actually made out of this page. So if you think of it this way, I folded this down to enforce that pocket, and then I folded this up to create this little pocket. And then after I covered it all, I cut it into 3 little pieces. So it ended up being 3 little long, tall envelopes. So I decorated it up with some more of that sticky paper that I made. A few little goodies in there. Some homemade, handmade labels. I did a bunch of labels because I was trying to limit what I was using for the project. So this is all papers that I used within the project, the cutoffs and things like that, and some of it I just hand wrote it in. And then here's the inside. And then using that same collage paper, which, no, that's not collage paper. This is the same as the cover's made out of. I used what was left over of the collage paper to make these little notebooks. So there you go. It's just got some little coffee dyed paper in there. And that fits neatly right in there, and then that fits into that vellum pocket right there. So this journal has a cover as one signature, and it's got a cover. I also used, I used the printables from My Porch Prints. I used printables from Carol Tinson. Yeah, My Porch Prints, Carol Tinson, and the Old Design Shop. So you'll see the Old Design Shop popping. Here's Old Design Shop popping up here and there. So there's lots of writing space in here. I left most of it for the naked. And the very center signature of the signature is a pocket. And inside that pocket has just got some more Old Design Shop papers, you know, that'll be fun to write on the back sides or use them to decorate with. And in the back here, you'll find another one of those cute little tall envelopes with some more Carol Tinson's little cigarette cards in there with the descriptions. Here's another one of my homemade labels. And inside, you'll find another little. Now this was a little cut off piece of the collage. It wasn't quite as wide as the rest, so I patched it together and made it wider. There's a little notepad. And all the paper in these notepads are the cut-off pieces of this paper because I needed to cut it to fit. And it just worked out perfect. So another vellum pocket, and more of my little painty stickers. And there's that. So let me just zip this back up. And ta-da! Too cute. There's that. And then this was the second piece we made. This is made out of that big envelope. So this is made out of this piece. And I finally got to use my big old green moth. I love it. You can see some washi tape and some of the painty sticker that I made. And that opens up. And there's a belly band on the back side of the flap with just some little bit of that paper that I made, the painty sticky paper, some more of the leftover cut-offs. So I'm put this together so that it was like an ephemera envelope. And so there's little loose butterflies in both of these little pockets. And then in here is just a bunch of, let's see, there's some cards and some leftover collage papers that I didn't use. Some of them are already inked. But this will give whoever gets this an opportunity to do some playing of their own. Because this journal can definitely be further embellished and added to. And then this was the bonus one because I thought I had used this collage sheet and covered the main envelope. I had made, if you remember the very first video, we made a cover. I was gonna make a cover out of this envelope. Well, that didn't happen because I found it later and realized that I hadn't used it. So we got a bonus, but it also made me realize I don't need to use double up quite that much. So this is made out of, let's see, yeah, this collage paper was made out of the big guy. This big one that's folded up. Yeah, I used that and collaged that. So it's pretty firm, just back and both sides. And so this envelope, the one that it came with, I added used some of My Porch Prints. Butterflies I'm pretty sure I got from the Graphics Fairy. And I cut out a piece of chipboard and used the copper kettle. And you can see a little bit of it here and there. I do think, I just realized I might add one more thing across the edge of that. I mean, you can see the stitching. I guess I don't mind it. But this is basically another ephemera folio. Just got a large pocket here, a little left. This is the last of the My Porch Prints cards, postcards. And I used some Carol Tinson's paper. Here's the old design shop. And I made some more of my own labels using the cut-off pieces and scraps. So basically this just has two large pockets in the center. And they're all similarly designed. And there's the back of that. The back of this has the third of these little tall envelopes. And some more of the labels that, that I made. I really enjoyed that, and there's another one. I'm gonna sit down and make a bunch of them one day. So that was one of the ones I made as well. And then inside each pocket is basically the same thing. It's just got two pieces. It's got some of My Porch Prints writable papers, and then one like a receipt type of thing from Old Design Shop. So you'll find those in each pocket. And it is all stitched. The pockets were stitched closed on each end. Excuse me. Top and bottom. Yeah. So I'm wondering, now I'm looking at this going, maybe I should cover that stitching. And I might do that. I might throw that on there just to cover some of that stitching because it doesn't look as nice as I'd like it to. So if I change anything, that'll be what gets changed. But there you have it. That is what I turned all of this pile into. Ta-da-da. So all of this, if I put it back together, yep, there we go. all of this junk mail, which would have gone into the recycle bin. So I have an opportunity to make another one. I know I have more than one. Actually, I think I have more than 2 of these. What is in there? Oh, that's a little strip that came off. There we go. So this, get it back together. This turned into all of this loveliness. So thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you think of it, and subscribe if you haven't, and comment if you'd like. I would love it. All right, guys, you have a good one. Bye.